LeBron James, Lionel Messi and Cathie Wood, what do they all have in common? Well, they are all the best in their respective fields right now at this point in time. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Cathie Wood, who runs Ark Invest, and hopefully learn how to invest in stocks like a pro. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Euan, and on this channel we talk about personal finance and investing in the stock market. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, then why not hit the subscribe button and the like button if you're feeling generous. But please remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a random dude on the internet, so please do your own research before investing your capital. If you're a sports lover, cooking lover, film lover, or a lover, oh my god, you tend to look at who's doing the best in that field and you try and emulate them in some way. Or you put your own spin on what they're doing to make it even better. And that is how society is, and that's just how everything goes. So why don't we do this more in investing? Almost every investor, including me, idolizes Warren Buffett because he is the #1 investor and he's done the most and he's got the most money, so he wins the game effectively. So a lot of people have taken knowledge from him and applied it to their own investing strategies. But even Warren Buffett understands its limitations, and he only invests in companies that he truly understands. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying this because we are best mates. Thought I'd name drop there. He says that he doesn't understand a lot of the new businesses that are coming through at the moment. But there is someone that does. Cathie Wood and her team at Ark Invest are known for innovation and investing in innovative companies, new companies with new ideas and new everything. So in this video, I thought it would be good to check them out and see what we can learn from them. And I will also be starting a 100k portfolio challenge. So who is Cathie Wood? Cathie Wood is the founder, CEO, and CIO, or Chief Investment Officer, of Ark Investment Management. Cathie Wood has a differing view compared to some other people in the industry, like Warren Buffett and all the other big names, and she looks to the bigger picture of what is going to be happening in the future, in 20, 30 years down the line, and invest in companies like this when she's choosing her stocks. So by this I mean she invests in a lot of innovative companies that include blockchain, cryptocurrency companies, innovation, gene therapy, lots of random things that a lot of people may not understand and may not be investing into. She's actually quoted saying this: "In a changing economy landscape, disruptive innovation is where the money will be made, and it's going to be a fascinating space to watch." So what is Ark Invest? Ark Invest is a management firm run by Cathie Wood, and it looks to investing in innovation, as I've said before, and it offers investment solutions to investors seeking long-term growth. So this is what we're all about on this channel. They invest in a lot of different areas, but the main three that they're invested in is disruptive innovation, autonomous tech, and robotics, to name a few. And to the reason that Cathie Wood and Ark Invest actually came up on my radar is because, according to Morningstar, Ark actually run at least 3 of the top 10 performing ETFs over the last 1, 3, and 5 year periods. Their main ETF, the Ark Innovation ETF, ticker symbol ARKK, has actually returned 99% in the last year, which is mad. And obviously it's seen its assets skyrocket into the sky with that rate of return. So how do we use Cathie Wood and Ark Invest to invest like a pro? So what I've done is gone through all of the ETFs that they actually run. So they actively manage these ETFs. So here are the 5 ETFs. We've got Ark K, and that's the Ark Innovation ETF. And then we've got Ark Q, which is the Autonomous Tech and Robotics ETF. And then we've got Ark W, which is the Next Generation Internet ETF. And then we've got Ark G, which is Genomics Revolution. And then we've got Ark F, which is the FinTech Innovation ETF. So what I've done is I've gone through all of the ETF holdings and had a look at which ones I understand and meet the following criteria. Do I know what the business does? Do I truly know what the business model is? Do they have a decent score on genuine impact? And lastly, are they making profit as of the last quarter? And because I'm going to put all of these companies into a pie, I'm not really worried about the price too much because I know the upside of these companies are potentially huge. So I'm focusing on time in the market, not timing the market. One thing to note is that although I've chosen these companies based on these factors, these funds are all actively managed, so everything's going to change. So I will need to check that these companies are still in the Ark Invest ETFs as we go forward, but that shouldn't take too long if I do it every month or so when I do an update for you guys. So like any sports person who aspires to be LeBron or Messi or whatever, you emulate your heroes and the best in the game. This is what we're doing here. We're looking at Ark Investments and looking at their portfolio and seeing what we can take out of it and improve and add to our game, basically. But obviously it has to be something that we feel comfortable investing into. It's not about blind copying, it's about learning from the best and making your own decision based on these factors, hence my criteria. So let's jump over to trading 2 now and let's see what companies I've picked and the weightings in my 2x2 Ark Invest Pie. Then I'll talk about how you can get involved in the challenge if you wanted to. So let's go over to holdings, and as you can see, the top holding is Tesla. Cathie Wood has had a very strong love for Tesla and like a relationship with, not a relationship, but has had many conversations with Elon Musk about where the business is going and what they're going to do with the business, hence why there's a big position, because that is the biggest position that they own as a company, or Ark Invest own as a company. The next one is Square, and then we've got Alphabet or Google, PayPal, Apple, Zoom, Roku, and Shopify. All of these companies did meet the requirements that I set. Although some of them didn't make a profit in 2019, they have made a profit so far or in the last quarter. This is actually quite hard to find a few that actually did meet the criteria, because there was a lot that either failed on one of them. They either failed on me not understanding, or they weren't profitable, or they didn't have a good enough rating on genuine impact to show that there's good value, good profitability, etc, etc. So every time I chose one that was profitable, it seemed to get let down by the genuine impact, or I just didn't understand it. So I wanted to do a 100k challenge because I thought that'd be quite fun. What I'm going to do is invest £50 every single month into this pie, and you can play along at home as well if you want to. So I'll leave the link in the description down to the pie, so if you want to follow that link then you should come to it. But please make sure you do your own research, because these are just ones that I chose based on my research, but you need to do your own research as always. So I will be investing £50 a month, if not more, depending on how much I'm earning. And according to this, if I invest £50 every single month for 8 years, I should reach 100k. But bear in mind, this value projection is a bit bonkers because of the last 5 years. A lot of these companies have blown up and got enormous returns even within the last year. So this is not representative of future performance. So please do take this with a pinch of sugar. But there's only really one way to find out whether this will actually happen, so I'm gonna just give it a go. Try and invest £50 every single month, and in 8 years time, hopefully you'll still be here watching my videos, and we'll all be at 100k. So I'm just gonna set up the auto invest to do every single payday, £50 on the 28th. I need to change that. On the 28th, when I get paid, I'll just set another £50, and it'll go to that, along with my £50 for my other pie, my Pie Felicia pie, and then £150 for my millionaire pie. So that's my plan, to follow in the footsteps of Cathie Wood and invest like a pro. You might think this is a cop-out because I'm sort of copying from Cathie Wood and Ark Invest, but I don't think it is, because I've done my own research, and investing in companies I do actually believe in. So make sure you do your own research, but if you do want to join, it'd be great to have a monthly roundup of how everyone's doing, because that might be quite interesting. So let me know in the comments down below if you are interested in joining, and I'll probably make this, and I'll probably have a little page on our Discord so that people can join in and share their daily update or whatever, or weekly update. That'd be quite interesting, quite a fun little game, I reckon, because people might not agree with me with my certain weightings and different companies, so it'd be great to see what you choose out of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this and it helped you sort of think differently about how to invest. If it did, please press that like button, subscribe for more, because you want to see if I get 100k, don't you? 8 years time. I'll be there, I'll be waiting. And of course, don't forget to enter my £100 giveaway, because the moustache is coming and it's looking fairly dodgy. The money does go to a good cause if you do donate, so the link will be in the description as well. All there is left to say is I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one, so peace! One thing to note is that although I've chosen, blah, 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 blah. But obviously only the ones that we feel comfortable in, and but obviously it has to be something that we're